Hey guys, Rock and Roll back with some more Hero Colosseum, and this time we are looking at the Supreme Kai of Time again, but this time it is the other new UR version of her, and let's just say, while the other one I showed you yesterday kinda sucks, this one is freaking awesome. This one is actually a game changer. So, her ability is Home Cooking, place on triggers worth 500 defense to your master. Now, you know how powerful adding defense to your master can be, so that's automatically a very good ability to have. Plus, by the way, that's repeatable, so 500 every turn. So that's pretty nasty. Plus, she reduces the attack, defense, and speed of all God of Destruction Beerus, God of Destruction Champa, Whis, and Vados figures on both sides of the field for that turn. That is massive because Vados has been the biggest figure, basically, in the game since her release. Like, she is the #1 used figure. I don't think there's anything that comes close. Videl is probably second. And we finally got something that nerfs her a bit. This will be very good because I think people will start not running her a bit. I think we'll go back to a time where we had double Super Saiyan 4 Goku Piccolo meta. Which isn't terrible because that's easy to overcome, I think, nowadays. There's good enough figures to deal with that, whereas today there's still not that much that can do to Vados, but if you're taking off 30% of the defense, suddenly that's not looking so powerful anymore. So definitely a massive buff to the game there by having her do that. So in this one, to show that off, we're actually going into the Jiren 7-star free battle, because Jiren has all 4 of the characters that she nerfs, basically. So that's pretty awesome. Also, rocking the Vegeta GT look at the minute, because I quite like that. But yeah, let's look at the numbers. So they've got some pretty decent stats. 3,900 defense, so she loses 30% of that. Now, you can tell that's quite a significant amount. So what we're running is that. These two. Now, the goal of this is that these two also lower speed and defense as well, do you? Or do you just buff? No, you just debuff speed and you buff your own defense and attack. But basically, it's comboing to make the late game where I then throw these guys down as the heavy hitters. So this is actually an interesting deck. I'd run one across the board usually. This is one where you'd want a Super Saiyan 4 Goku there. And possibly stick with this Bardock there. But I think this is good. There you go, they've both been nerfed, so Bardock is pretty safe in all honesty now. But I like this idea because I've set it up so that I'm looking at turn 4 and 5 to win it. With Gogeta and UI Goku. Because by that point, we should be a lot faster than anything Jiren here can throw at us. So how much are you going to take here? She doesn't have any damage mitigation, yeah. She's very tanky, but she doesn't have any way of mitigating any of the damage, unlike the other one, so that's one strength the other one has. I mean, if you put her damage mitigation onto this to replace the Master Defense buff, holy hell, this would be the best figure in the game. Because she has great defense, decent HP. If you put 50% damage mitigation, basically, on that, that would be insane. I like the end of her combo, but it's very awkward, that pause. Oh. I'll tell you what, that's not bad damage for a pure tank. She's only got 5,200 attack. I don't like that either. What is with the pause? You're dead. Bam! I love Bardock. I love the Super Saiyan 3 Bardocks. These are the original ones, not the new one. I have got one of the new ones with a Dupin. He did 5k, which ain't bad, really, considering he only starts with 4,200 attack. He's gotten 500 from his passive, and I've got ADM up second. I put that on because after 2 turns, it's a much better buff than running the plus 1,000. Shame it's not cumulative, sort of something that works every turn, but it's pretty nice. These Bardocks are good. I don't know if they're top tier anymore. They were when they first came out, especially this guy, because he's one hell of a beat stick. And this one is good too, but stuff like End of Z Goku is just better. I know that these two are going to hit a lot harder than End of Z Goku, but End of Z Goku just doesn't die after a few turns. Let's just run that again. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. That'll be the second buff, so our Master now has 1000 defense. You've got to put that in mind as well. So, you kind of want to run... Ooh, what if you ran Super Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, one across the board? Super Vegito can be very tanky in his the other version. Plus he can reduce damage, so that could be good, because if you can get 3 turns, say, of Master buffs out of the Supreme Kai type, nah, two turns. 2 turns is realistic. With a team that's given defense mitigation, just because she has no way of reducing damage herself. Nice. So she will actually get 3 turns out of it. I don't like that pause. I love that ending combo there, where she's got like the hands of a clock that she's attacking with. That's awesome. Alright, I'm actually going to hit for Bardock. That is still the power of Vados and Whis, though. Ouch. That's the thing. This Supreme Kai of Time does nerf them specifically. It nerfs them. It doesn't nerf how much you're doing, in essence, because you're still getting a 30% damage reduction from Whis and a 30% attack reduction from Vados here, but... Let's swap the Bardocks off. We'll throw Gogeta and UI Goku in for a round. We'll see how much these guys can do. Gogeta has probably got a decent shot at killing Vados. We're going to go first because of the Supreme Kai time there. See, her ability, that is really impressive. I know a lot of people run Whis and Vados in low decks regardless, but as the game goes on, you're really going to want to go first later on, just because when there's very few figures left, you kind of need to go first. Bam! Wow. That's ridiculous. That's how busted these two still are, though. What? Are you serious? We got a... What? 1 HP? Are you serious, game? Is you serious? Really? Yeah, that's depressing damage. You're never going to really get around that until you have true mitigation of abilities, which is what Hercule does, and Hercule will actually be someone I use in this very same free battle later on, in another video. But there's tons of these new figures that I want to cover. Nice one, Gogeta. I thought Gogeta would have a chance just because of his posing skill. He won't die here. Not quite, Jesus. Thank God for Supreme Kai of Time. And she's dead. She's got 3 turns out of her, though. So you'll get 2 out of her, I reckon, if you use her online. Although, I would change how you use her. Like, I wouldn't use it like I did here. I would save her for a turn or 2. What's your super? God Punisher, Godly Display. Nah, we don't need to see Godly Display, do we? This should... Yeah, we're more than fast enough. I don't think I've seen Blue Gogeta actually ultimate, so... That's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, I do like the Supreme Kai of Time. She is a lot better. She does give you a shot at changing things up. The problem is that there's still the massive amount of debuffs that Whis and Vados give. I mean, look, he still only took 4k damage there. Although that's... You can put that partially down to not having Supreme Kai of Time there to reduce his stats. I have to say, looking back on this now, thinking of this, Gogeta, Blue Gogeta here is a severely underrated figure. I really enjoy using him. I don't use him very often, but he is very good. I never actually did a video on him at the time. But let's go into another free battle. Has anybody else got... Yeah, we need to... We need a level 99 opponent if we're going to do this properly. Actually, let's run her against the team that doesn't have it, because that's when you've got the weakness. If you go online and... Oh no, we don't want them. Okay, you'll do. So we'll go in there with that. Now, this is where you'll suffer, and this is why, yes, I'm very on the fence with her. I know I seemed quite hyped earlier, but I am on the fence in the sense that she is very good in that she's giving you a better chance to kill Vados and Whis. I think in a fast deck, especially, throwing down a Super Vegito and somebody else that hits really well could really, really demolish your opponent's Vados first turn. But this is where you're going to have the weakness, because there's nothing that the Supreme Kai of Time here debuffs in this match. So all she can do at the minute is buff our Master HP. Not HP, defense. So like I say, she has... This is where you're weak with her. And in essence, I don't like figures like that in terms of online gameplay. Because you've got a figure that's basically 90% useless. In the sense that if your opponent isn't running one of the angels or gods, you're knackered. Now, from a PvE aspect, it's a really good figure, because we can see what figures our opponent's going to use, and we can plan accordingly. So if they are running angels or the gods, you just say, oh, we'll bring Supreme Kai Time, and she might actually be something that's very useful when I speedrun all of the free battles at some point. You know, there's over 120 now, I think. I think this update puts it close to 130 something. Can you imagine how long that will take? People wonder why I keep putting it off. It's because I don't want to sit here for 9 hours by myself playing Hero Colosseum. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd do it if I had people in chat, but I don't think people would stick around for that long. I think I'd get half an hour out of people before they just decide, nah, fuck this, I'm out. By the way, I have no idea how long this video is going for, because my recording software is... I'm doing it all on my laptop, so... That's in the background, I have no idea. If it's gone on longer than usual, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of enjoying using this this deck, in all honesty. It's a good deck. I honestly wouldn't take the Supreme Kai of Time online. In general. Because... yes, she's good, but if you come up against a speed deck with Videl, you're knackered, because she ain't going to do anything, because your opponent's not going to be running angels or gods, and then her defense is going to get cut down by Videl, so... Like I say, on the fence, PvE aspect, she's probably one of the best figures in the game, simply because you can plan ahead for that. PvP aspect, she's good, but it's a risk. It's all down to luck of the draw if your opponent has a angel or a god. And if you've been on this channel for any amount of time, you'll know that when it comes to Hero Colosseum, my luck is not the best. So I don't tend to take chances very often. God, we took 8,300... Or we've only got 8,300 Master Defense left after that. I'm getting used to the button control now, even though it's showing Xbox controls and I'm using a PlayStation controller. So I'm getting used to it. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think of the Supreme Kai of Time. Before, do you think she's as good as I'm saying? Do you think she's better than I'm saying? Do you think she's not really got a place in the game? Tell me in the comments and we can chat about it. And there's no way... no, we might outspit... Oh shit, he's dead. I think Bardock over there's had it, but... Then again, if we go first... Do we want to go for... I've got a spirit... What the hell? I've got a spirit bomb? It's turn 3! I don't think I've ever gotten a spirit bomb turn 3. What the hell? You know what? We're going to go for the the boost to our defense on Bardock. To be fair, I think UI Goku, yeah, UI Goku's won this, so it doesn't even matter what happens to Bardock, so you can die, mate, if you want. Hey, you managed to take both hits, I'll give you that, buddy. Yeah, Broly just bitch slapped you, mate. How will you do against Boo? This Boo has some decent attack. Okay, that's not too bad at all. Go on, UI Goku, this is going to be a 14k? Oh, 12.5, okay. Then again, I overestimated because he doesn't have up second skills, does he? He just has regular skills, okay. That's my bad. How long did that battle take? Thank you, phone. That's a perfect time for you to make a noise. Thank you, Vodafone. Piss off. Well, I'll cut the video there. I have no idea how long this is going. This has probably been one of my longest Hero Colosseum ones for a while, actually, outside of my speedrun. But thank you for watching. Tell me what you think of this version of Supreme Kai Time in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.